may look. It's actually probably less comfortable than it looks. Okay, here we go. If you get too close, it will spam that move, by the way. Ugh. At one level was all it took. I have no viewers again. I'm sad. Okay, more story. So the way to speed through text is to actually double tap the B button, so you tap, then hold. And that actually makes the text scroll through a little bit faster, which, again, saves time. Okay, we're heading back to town. On the way in, we're gonna buy new stuff. I just forget what I need to buy. I don't think I need the sword. No, I don't need the sword. What I do want is the armor, because I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find the large shield in the ruins. So armor, chainmail. So practice. Yeah, you can't afford that. No. Shield. No. Sorry. No. So. Now for next time, chainmail. Yes. Done there. And now we're going to stop by the item shop too. I'm not worried about the ring. I'm of course going to re-up the herb. She says that all she has now is a medicinal herb. Later on, you can bring her the shining crystal, and she will make what's called Brochia secret medicine. What that does is it recharges your ring over time, which effectively means that you can either hit harder for longer, or hit not as hard for longer. I'll explain more when we get there. This is just really exposition about the story. This is sort of a speed run. We don't need to worry about the story. I know this is going to be an absolutely terrible time because, let's be fair, I kind of suck at this game. There are 8 speedrunners of this game in the world. Well, on speedruns.net anyway. There's the ding, so we have the Elven Ruins. I'm going to stop by the item... nope, I'm going to stop by... This is Edgar's house. So I need to stop by Grandma Ada's house, which is right here. And she gives me the shield line. Nope. No. That's not doing the first. Okay, I'm gonna do this because, well, I mean, given I can't hear the game as well, but that's alright. At least you guys can hear it, I'm sure. Stopping here, and I'm gonna go ahead and recharge the ring because, well, I need it. Well, okay, I don't need it, but it'd be nice to have. Moving right along. Whew. Here we go. So right here, I'm going to do a YouTube break. So, welcome again to the Bogar Games. I am the Bogar, and I am playing Wanderers from East 3. When we last left our hero, we had just cleaned out the Tigray Quarry, and now we are at the ruins of Ilburn, however you want to read the translation. It varies from time to time. Just like Castle Balakteen becomes Valiston Castle. I'm not a huge fan of that. Okay. Something is amiss. I'm taking a lot more damage than I should be. Okay. So with that well and truly botched, oh my god. I hate that jump. Well, that might have been a better way to do that, actually. Equipment. Chainmail. In earlier times, I used to level off of these guys, which... Nah. You know, I might grind on these guys for a little bit. That was a little bit. Next level comes at 4 grand, so kill you guys. Kill you. Kill you. Kill you. Okay. This is probably where I'd be asking whoever's commentating, or like Spike Vegeta, to start reading off some donations. And I should probably also let you guys know, on a full disclosure, this might not be the version I'm playing. I did find a version of the PS2 version of the game, and I have a copy of it coming from Japan, so I can legally own it and legally run it. But I might basically run the PS2 version, see if it's any, well, less challenging, and if it is, I know for sure it's prettier. Gah! Gah! Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We'll go here. You're safe here. Ah. Pop off screen, heal up. God, those guys do 10 HP damage. That's some serious hurt. Uh, no, my luck, I'm going to make 4K before I make it back to the owls, which is your main source of leveling for like the next probably 20-25 minutes of your life. Made life grand. Next level is at 8,000 XP, I think. Oh, it's only at 6,000. Okay. So they're 2 grand. Yeah. Okay, so. Safety. Okay. Don't you dare hit me. Or you can respawn too. That's also an option, I guess. Would you two stop following me? Okay, so. These two things suck, is kind of what we're getting at right now. And they already spawned. Bring it the god! I'd prefer you not to hit me, but now they're only doing 9 damage a hit. I wish they didn't respawn so fast. I'm just gonna make it to the owls and grind and grind and grind. Duh. These guys are just way too dangerous to jump over because it's like a pixel perfect jump, and if you don't get it just right, you're gonna take damage. Given at this point they're not doing a whole lot of damage, but it's significant enough. Safety save here, because these guys can kill you. Can kill you. No, I'll just do it. Let's go. Let's try this a different way, see how this works for me. This actually seems to be working a little bit better. I think my next level is at 10 grand. Alright, that's enough for now. I'm going to make my way out. Good. 10 damage a hit. Ugh. At least they're 2-hit kills now. Walk right by you guys. Check the status. Oh, it's only 8 grand. I can do that. No, let's just go. I hate these flames. I hate those things, hitboxes. Just... Going on, and they respawn. They have to despawn by now. Sometimes they'll walk into your sword, sometimes they'll hit you first. Again, it all has to do with the hitbox. I'm doing more damage now, so... So at this point I'm going to want to grind to probably about 10, 12 grand or so. Probably 10. And go from there. Also, this will not be the first time I will be dealing with the owls. I want at least one more level. Which is, yep, at 10 grand, so... That's going to be enough for now. Shit. That was lucky. Oh. Okay, going back to town. Get another herb. Recharge the ring. Move forward. Okay. Back out of the ruins. And now I have to use the bathroom. Welcome, viewer. I'm not sure who you are, but I welcome you to my not very impressive speedrun of Ys 3. But I am doing what I can. This is just practice, mostly. Practice making sure I still got the chops, as it were. You know what? I'm going to be fighting with these guys anyway, so... Okay. So that's that. This is becoming a little bit easier. Okay. Ah! Yeah, those guys, they are a thing. And... Oh, this is not going to go so well. Okay. At least now we don't need to worry about those Anubis dudes anymore. It's just spiders. Not more of these guys. And, extra little bit of not gonna die today. I don't want to do this, but I am going to be getting another one very shortly. That was kind of stupid. Okay. So, this is the best music in the game. I might not be able to make that last grand Because it's kind of hot and heavy in here, and it's no fun. Nobody likes it. But, duh. Okay. New plan, running for my life. So this is nice. So what I can do now is do this. So even though it might not look like it, this is a good place to level. I've never done it before, but we'll you know what, we'll try it and see what happens. Ah. Okay. So as it turns out, this is actually not a bad place to level. Ah. Okay. So we're done leveling for now. Safety. What I'm gonna do now? Let's do that. Pardon. And make my safety save and make a mad dash to the other RNG boss that I was talking about the other day. Well, last episode or earlier in the stream, depending upon if you're on Twitch or YouTube. There's a safety save. The amulet. Let me talk about the amulet real quick. The amulet is free damage. Free damage. Now, this is the RNG part of it. Is if he comes my way, like that. See how that works? See if he comes my way again. Ah. Whew. And that's the trouble with the RNG of this boss. Get that amulet ready again. Alright. So it's not that this boss is particularly difficult, It's that he's incredibly random. Let's get that ready to go. Cause of death, incorrect button inputs. Yeah, this is just kind of how this battle goes. This is why I hate this boss, is because it's just a lot of waiting and hitting when you get the chance. It's not super fun, but yeah. Okay, so the RNG in that battle was a lot better. Okay. Okay, so now the journey back. This is another one of those could be more fun things. I want to check this. Yeah, it's another 20 grand in the next level. So this is just a mad dash back to the herb, basically. Because these firebirds, yeah, they will kill me. So the next boss is supposed to be a lot harder. But he's not, actually. He's actually really, really easy. While I was testing my stream, I actually went on to try and beat him, and it was easy, like really easy. Now, there's also a skip here that I kind of need to get, because it skips a lengthy, and I mean lengthy, cutscene. While it's doing its thing. Okay. I'm not too worried if I have to use my herb again. Okay. This is that skip I was talking about earlier. Now, if you don't get that little skip there, um, then you're in for a lengthy cutscene with Chester and Garland and Elena. I talked about that whole stairs skip a little bit earlier. Um, in the Tigery Quarry. And that's basically where it is. And that kind of ends the really RNG heavy parts of the run. There's one more, but Garland just jumps around a lot. It's not that difficult. This boss is also not difficult. Yes, it's a dragon. Oh, that hurt more than I thought it would. That was kind of pathetic. Easy. And that's why Chester's a badass, because he's, he's like, okay, so throwing you in the lava pit didn't kill you. I guess I gotta do the job myself. And then Sister Dearest shows up and spoils it. And there we are. At this point, I'm theorizing she's going to pick up her evening gown that we will be seeing later in the game. So, I have some gold to spend. And I hate to go through the blacksmith's menus again, but I gotta figure out what things are worth. Oh, that's really irritating. No, not yet. Shield. Banded shield. Yes. I gotta regret that. But it is a little bit extra. I'm not gonna die today, so what can you do? Recharge that. Recharge. Buy me some herbs. Yes. Now, Dogi said that Edgar wants to speak with me. He can wait. This is a real smoke him if you got him, folks, area, because remember those owls? Yep, we're going back. And hopefully this will be not as irritating. I hope. Oh, those are only doing 1 damage now. Those guys are still 2-hit kills. I think the best way to kill these guys is to actually just let them walk onto your sword. And they're only doing 1 damage anyway, so didn't mean to do that. This does actually speed things along. And if you watch my ring power, every time I kill one of them, I'm getting my ring power. So just working by attrition, I am going to run out of ring power. But I will be able to get a lot, and I mean like a lot of experience very quickly. And basically the only reason I have the power ring on is so that I'm doing more damage to them, which makes these guys one-hit kills. Once I hit the next level, they should be straight-up one-hit kills, which will allow me to kill them in one hit, so I can stand here without having a ring on, without draining my ring power. You get the idea. And with any due luck, I'll be able to pick up that banded armor too, or was it plate mail? Wait, no, I'm going to be picking up plate mail in the next area, so yeah, we'll see how the spirit moves me, or how the pocketbook moves me. Now, runners that I've watched now is starting to speed run are talking about bad owl patterns, and that was definitely one of them. You want as many of them flying at you as you can, so this is a better pattern, I think. Better clearly being a relative term. These guys want to hit kills now? No, good lord. Okay, where is my next level? Oh, only 10 grand away. That's exhausting. So we are not going to be going back into town quite yet. When I do need to heal up, I'm just going to step out, step back in, and head back here. Now, the amount of XP I'm going to be leveling to here is going to be about 41,000. So we're going to be here for a little bit. But 41,000 is going to give me enough strength to basically get through the rest of the game. And I will be hitting my maximum level if not before, then in Balactine Castle. Yeah, remember that thing I was saying about reading donations? Yeah, this would be one of those times. Pardon me. Also notice how much gold I'm getting, so I might just be picking up that armor after all. Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess we'll just see how, like I said, we'll see how the split moves me. Okay, that's going to be good for now. Also, what would be happening during this game is I'd probably have to invite some people over to more or less be my couch. Don't know who that would be, but probably the family. Maybe the one person who's occupying my chat, depending on the day. Because, I don't want him to have to abandon his only child. That would be a terrible thing to ask of a friend. Of course, if I do end up going to SGDQ in August, I submitted my run last year and that didn't go so well. I was rejected and that made me sad, but what can you do? Yeah, we'll just see what happens. Right now, we're killing owls and, man. Oh, I probably forgot to mention, this would probably be good to know, is that the system that I'm using to run the game is actually hardware. It's actually a Super Nintendo. It's actually a real copy of Wonders from Ys 3. I've owned the SNES for longer than since I was like 4 or 5. Ys 3 since I was about 13, 15, sounds about right. Although, way back in the Blockbuster days, my dad used to rent this game almost religiously. Not as religiously as, say, like, the Seventh Saga. Oh, boy. Spent many nights playing that game. Well, my dad did, anyway. Speaking of which, now that he's retired, I have plans on getting him set up with a RetroPie, with an XP adjusted copy of the Seventh Saga, so that he can, play the Seventh Saga again. And because I do own a copy of it, I don't need to worry too much about the whole FBI knocking my door down. Not to mention, everything I own is legal. Because why wouldn't it be? Let me talk a little bit more about my streaming setup. What I have right now is I have a Logitech webcam taped sideways to my TV, which is why I'm in portrait. Yeah, portrait, not landscape mode. The TV is just a Toshiba 47-inch. The computer is originally was a Windows 10 running i3 HP. It is now running Linux Mint with a Hoppage USB TV. I forget the actual model of the capture card. But it can receive both component and coax connections. The headset is a Hades, I think. 7.1. It's actually a really good headset. The only problem is the drivers aren't super far away from my ears, so they kind of hurt after taking it off. I'm using OBS 2 as per usual. And the streaming setup I'm using is what's called Restream.io, so it's streaming both to YouTube and to Twitch. So I have people watching on Twitch. I have no idea if I have people watching on YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, I'm sorry I can't see the chat, but I hope you're enjoying the show. Whether or not you do, again, I can't say. You know what? I am at the 41. I'm going to keep going until I'm at 20 HP, and then I'm going to cut and run. Oh, and also the soda that I've been drinking that you've probably noticed is Coke Zero Cherry Vanilla. Yes, I'm a Coke person. Don't judge me. Or you could judge me if you wanted to, I guess. Okay, so there's still 2-hit kills, but I'm at the XP range I want to be, so we're good now. Of course, now it does matter. I get those pixel perfect jumps. Okay, so we're headed back to town. We're gonna pick up another amulet, pick up some better armor, I guess. Armor. Give me that banded armor. Yes. Okay, so I don't need to pick up the plate mail. That's good. The reason I'm not picking up the broadsword is because in the Eldon Mountains, which is going to be after our second trip to the Eldon Mountains, we're going to be getting a better sword. So we're going to be doing this. I'm going to pick up another amulet just because I like having it on hand. And an illusion mirror. And this will make sense shortly. Well, okay, it'll make sense in the mountains. I forgot how exhausting a speedrun can be. And also noticing that my throat is kind of killing me because I'm talking. Oh, am I talking? If you say no, then you'll just go in an infinite ring that forces you to choose yes. The time ring is kind of largely useless. Notice there was no ding, but I still have a quest. I'm going to go ahead and call this episode for my YouTubers here. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Welcome back to my run of Ys 3, Wonders from Ys 3 on the SNES. I'm attempting a full speedrun on Twitch. It's not looking too great, though. I have no idea what my time is right now. All I know is it's not good. In the previous episode I watched, I picked up the time ring. Now, what is the time ring, you ask? Well, it slows things down. Except for me. Which would have been awesome during, like, the very first boss of the game, but what can you do? So now we're heading into the Cursed Mines. Now, the thing about this is the game doesn't change its difficulty very often. Everything you see here, like, well, you'll see the plants shortly, you gotta kill them. Because if you don't and you try and jump over them, they will kill you. That's just how it is. Although, these guys, you can largely, well, to be fair, okay, he didn't do too much damage, but you still want to, well, you can kill it for the XP if you need it, and considering the level I'm at, they're actually not hurting as much as I thought they would. Probably largely to do with the armor that I have. I think this is the way to go. Yeah, this is the way. Ah! Die! It's wise to take hits in moderation because you can already see I'm down more than 100 HP. And there is a boss you need to kill up here who can be... he can hurt. He's not going to kill you, but he can hurt. Ah! Dying fire. Oh no, did I just skip Roshia's secret medicine? Or the shiny crystal? I hope not. We'll find out shortly. I think I missed a skip. Yeah, I did. I could have just come in from the right and then just opened the chest and skipped what those miners had to say. Galbaland. I've been pronouncing it wrong for the past really, really long time. Oh! Ah! Stop with the killing. Stop with the hurting. Is that going to be a waste of time, or... Yep. So I missed Roshia's shiny crystal. Hurrah, hooray. So on the way back out, I'll have to grab it. At this point, I'm just going to be skipping. Except for that's not the right way. That was easy. This... Killer Fern. Or is... Okay. Safety save. Okay. And make nothing to be used. Some of the bosses in this game really aren't all that hard. It's that first one because you're woefully underleveled. And then the fire dragon just because of RNG reasons. Status 5 grand. There's other stuff I have to say. Yeah, the game has a really weird difficulty curve because once you hit the guild at 41 grand as far as XP goes, then you're, I want to say, appropriately leveled, which drops the difficulty spike significantly. But it's still challenging. Not like, for lack of a better term, Need for Speed Carbon, where like everything is easy and then it gets super duper hard. You know, if this speedrun doesn't start panning out, I think I might start practicing and picking up Oath and Felghana, which is the 3D remake of this game with a more in-depth, more coherent story, other sort of odds and ends. You know, it's kind of like what they did with Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy IV DS, where it's a full 3D overhaul. It's just better. And if I could find the PSP version, well, if I had a PSP, then I would probably play that one because it actually has voice acting and it's all you know, it's. Ugh. I'm sorry, I'm running out of interesting things to say. This is why I need like a couch or a co-commentator or something like that. Or even have like one of the better speedrunners like link in and do some talking. Oh, and now he kicks me out of the quarry. Alright, so shopping list right now. Amulet, herb, Brochia's secret medicine. Um, yeah, that's about it. This is not Brochia's secret medicine. And I don't need the broadsword. I'm going to be getting the banded sword real soon here. Nope. Ring is charged. I need herbs. Pardon me. Now, the fairy amulet. I'm not going to be picking it up. The reason for that is, well, one, it's 50 grand. Two, all it does is it increases the amount of XP you get from killing monsters. And at this point, I'm not super far away from level 16. Is that bit stuff in effect again? Okay. As I stated before, there are 8 people on speedrunning.net that run this game. I am number 7. And so the guy above me is somewhere in like I want to say he's at an hour 37 minutes. So there's obviously time to be made up. I'm just not sure where it is. So what that's going to be is basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up my best speed run thus far, which is like a sub 151, and watch them side by side and see which one, and see where I can pick up my time, I guess. Duh. Yeah, running through here can be a dangerous prospect. You gotta dodge those guys or you are gonna die. Now, I'm gonna show you why I'm gonna be using the Mirror of Illusion in the next cave section. Oh, man. Oh. This is a good spot to be, I think. So, that cave was where I wanted to use the Mirror of Illusion. More exposition. And there it is. So I'm going to be doing that. Equip my Just save here and move along. That statue that we just passed, by the way, is the ominous force that he spoke of. To get to the statue, if you were reading for the story, if you weren't, then ooh, pretty. I know I'm taking damage. It's not a huge concern of mine. This boss does have enough RNG going on to be irritating. There you are. Move here. Yeah, sometimes she will just fly around and not, let you kill her. Which is a thing, but at this point it's not that huge of a concern. Yeah, pretty easy boss. Well, if the RNG is playing nice, it's pretty easy. Thing is, the RNG isn't always playing nice. Okay, so next level, 65535. So I will maybe make that before I hit the castle. I'm not overly confident, to be honest. But you do find all the best equipment at Ballactine Castle, so that's the thing. I should have gotten a straw for my soda. I was suddenly realizing. Not too worried. Ugh. Okay, this next boss. Pretty easy. If you can actually start landing hits on him, that is. I'm using the shield ring, but you could probably get away with using the power ring. It's kind of a trade-off because one he's doing far less damage. The second one, you're doing far more damage. It's kind of a bit of a trade-off. Okay. This is a bad thing, by the way. So in Othan Felgana, that whole story plays through again, except for Chester and Elena are children when it happens, not a year ago. Oath and Felgana. There it is. The only thing I don't like about Oath and Felgana is um the SD character styles. It's kind of cheesy. I mean, it is sprite based, so it is something you could change. But man, I wouldn't want to be the person to do that conversion. Alright, so that's the healing ring, and I will talk about that in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Welcome back to Wonders from E3. I am the Bogar. And we're playing, well, E3. I need to get this intro, ironed out. I just picked up the healing ring. And what the healing ring does, if you've been watching before, is it uses ring power to heal yourself. So if you pair that with Broshia's Secret Medicine, it's going to heal around the family of 210 HP over time, which can be very, very useful. And you heard the ding there too, right? New area. Hooray. I do need to recharge my ring. So I'm going to do that. So now I have been voluntold that I'm going to Balactine Castle and rescuing everyone. And this is my favorite background in the game. It's just... damn. And there's Ellen in her evening dress. Also, if you actually go through and check all things, they left Edgar and Grandma Ada and whoever was in the inn and the items merchant and the black. As far as capturing goes, they did kind of a piss poor job. I mean, when you're kidnapping the town, you're supposed to kidnap everyone, not leave the people who are there to help the person who's going to come storming into your castle and rescuing everyone. So, I'll avoid those guys. Twitchy. Why am I so twitchy? I'm on Twitch, that's why. Those bullets will hurt. Like a bunch. So basically, you gotta get down, kill it, and do it. This is the hard part. And yes, those traps do hurt like a bitch. So you gotta pass through when it's up, and not touch when it's down. Otherwise, it will do an immense amount of damage. I am not doing a great job of surviving, but I can do this with this guy, which isn't too bad. Up and over. At least, is it up and over? No, it's not. Ah, shit, made a mistake. No! I may or may not have forgotten the layout of this place. Oh, this is going ever so poorly. I gotta do it, but man, am I gonna regret it, because there was a boss coming up that... that is to suck? Oh, come on. This is where things can get dangerous, is you get things following you, and then there's all these traps. Ugh. I really don't want to, but if I have to, I will go back to the ruins. Ugh. Stop hitting me so hard. Oh. Nope. Okay, so that's nothing right now. I want to put a save here, just because this is above the Great Chamber, and you gotta admit, it's a pretty awesome chamber, isn't it? And yes, I know what that's actually supposed to mean. I'm not sorry. Ah, he's dead. Ah, and then his twin shows up. Ah. Smoke him if you got him. Cheers. Ah. Mm-hmm. So some more about Broshia's secret medicine is it will give you actually 3 ring power charges. Equaling about 210 ring power. What I'm going to do right now, though, is I'm going to heal up again to an amount that I'm comfortable with, which about there is fine. Oh god, this guy. This guy, again, not difficult. This is not the boss I was talking about that was difficult, but, I mean, he's a guy. And he's using what I think is called a hammer, which is basically a big metal ball, usually spiked, on a rope. I guess they used to call that a hammer. Okay. Here we go. So that gave me a full heal, but I also took damage during the battle, so still not sure if it was a good use of the herb or not, but I feel justified in using it. Jesus, he does a ton of damage. Good. I hate that respawn rate. Okay, moving on. Okay, luckily I have a little bit of a breather again. Use this breather to, well... I'm happy there. My ring power is not happy. There we go. So it might not have been 210, but it definitely refilled myself quite a bit, so... it's better than nothing. And this is the Great Chamber. And again, a pretty great chamber, isn't it? Don't know why it made the statue disappear, but it did. Wait, is this? Yes. Oh god. Okay. Now I'm better. Actually equipping the stuff that I found. And now I'm taking significantly less damage, so... I'm a doof. Okay, they're still doing a fair amount of damage, but I'm not too concerned about it. I should be, but I'm not. Those guys are only doing one? Okay, I'll take the silvers. This fight sucks. That's why. Because, like, the fire isn't going to do a whole lot of damage, but... Ooh. But being touched by it... Yeah, that's the killer, isn't it? Although, I think I just realized the way to do this battle is power ring. Get down. Smoke him if you got him, folks. First of all... Oh, man. Yes, there's some RNG here, and yes, you can see that he actually ran off screen, so I couldn't actually attack him. And this is why I really kind of wanted my herb, so... I don't want to do this, man. This is just... brutal. As it turns out, the timery came in extremely handy. This is weird. It seems like it hangs. It didn't. Ah. Another thing about the rings is that when you notice you wear a different ring, you turn a different color. Now, at the end of the game, if you turn on a ring, your armor will stay that color through the credits. So that's just a cool little thing. So if anyone in the Twitch chat wants to let me know what color you want me to be, the colors are red, green, red, green, gray, or gunmetal, purple, and gold. I'm looking at my Twitch chat, and my game time, I'm assuming, is at about an hour 20, so this isn't going to be the world's best run, but I've had worse. I don't know why Elena's saying they're trying to bait her. I want to say, I mean, it seems like they'd be more interested in baiting Adol. Okay. This part. Oh, this part. So, obviously, Lord Magaya has teamed up with the Wicked Witch of the West and recruited her flying monkeys. Maybe they're tending to they're tending to the killer plants. Okay, so there's another boss up here. He's not too bad. I'm gonna save. So here we are. He's not too bad. Look familiar? And now he's... So his swing is slow enough for you to usually dodge it. I don't want to say I got unlucky, but I was just being not very smart. Please give me a full heal. Please give me a full heal. Please give me a full heal. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it. Here we are, max level. All right. My defense is the highest it's going to get. The strength is going to come up to the highest it can get once I get the flame sword and the clock tower, which is coming up in just a moment. Pardon me. Probably didn't need to talk to him. Don't know what that does. I wonder, does it? Doesn't do anything. Okay. I don't know, it might increase your defense, but I mean, my defense is maxed out, so. And if memory serves, this is the spot before the clock tower, so gonna keep going on. Oh boy. Why am I killing stuff? I don't need to be. So there are 2 items in the clock tower. One of them is the protect ring, and it basically keeps you from taking any damage at all whatsoever. There's a downside to this, though. It drains your ring power ridiculously fast. And because I typically use it to fight Garland, we might have a problem. Where it's going to be like RNG. Well, basically, I hope his RNG is good and dodge like mad. I have 84. Oh man, this is going to be rough. Okay. Now this is the tough one. No, that's not right. There we go. I think. Nope, that's not right. Yeah. Let's take me to it. Okay, so that wasn't as hard as I thought it was. But now, yep, maxed out, and my sword has a cool orange glow to it. I think this gets me out of here. Yes, it does. Taking way more damage than I would like to be. You gotta be careful because those guys, if they are above you, will drip on you. I'm missing some stuff, that's alright. When I used to run this game, I used to do pretty much what I call, well, what would be called a 100% run. Okay, this is going to be rough. And basically it meant that I bought everything. So, like, I would have the broadsword and the large shield and all that stuff. I don't. This is another really, really nice background. Which is nice to see because I'm probably going to die shortly. Oh, I remember that. So, note to self. Get behind, then murtify. Ugh. But as it turns out, the timer is actually a lot more effective than I thought it was going to be. Where is he? Not what I wanted, but hey, it works. Yeah, that's the RNG I was talking about. That was cheap. I wonder if the Mirror of Illusion would work on him. I mean, we have it, might as well use it. I should have armed it. Didn't work. I put myself into a really bad spot here. This is not helping my time at all. If I had that little extra bit of ring power, I could have pulled it off. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. If we're gonna do it, might as well look cool while I'm doing it, huh? Oh my god. I can't believe I pulled that off. Whew. Good news, I can now afford the fairy amulet for all the good it's going to do me. So, that's not the last time we're going to see Garland. Oh, wow. I'm not sure if she was just being lowered by a magical power or if her skirt was keeping her aloft, but... well, there we are. This would be if they have a Mega Man X4 run. I would then say, well, then do the what am I fighting for? Because we all love a good Mega Man X4 speedrun, don't we? If we have one, I would also, you know, bring up the hype. Hype! Okay, before I do, look, all the townspeople are back. Okay. Recharge that ring. Thank you. Just be contrary. Me might bump up my defense. Who knows? I don't. Alright, talking to Edgar. Here we go. And it's Galbalan, not Galaban. But he just said that if he's reckless in the mountains, I don't know. I have had a pretty good track record of killing Galbalan. I hope I keep it going. Let me do that real quick. That is actually important to do, because if you don't do it, you can't see. Oh, as it was said in Spaceballs, you can't see shit, Captain. And this is just a cutscene, so. Allons-y. Now these skeletons don't turn around until they hit something. Nor do they, like, attack. Oh my god. This is gonna suck hardcore. So basically, what I need to do is stop sucking. This is eating up more time out of my speed run. Because I want to try and get to Galbalan with as much XP, with as much HP as I can. That, if I keep getting, smacked up by skeletons, it's going to be difficult. What I'm going to do, actually. The Mirror of Illusion will freeze the enemies for a short amount of time. I might be popping it early, but... Oh god, this feels so hard. But if I can freeze that one skeleton that's coming towards us... Okay. Falling down this pit, you hold left or you will miss that hallway, and that is the only way to move forward. Me and my dad ran through that forever until we figured that out. So those skeletons will turn around when they hit something, a wall, stairs. Um, Madonna, we know that you are really a man. Okay, I'm gonna save here because he's back. I love this room. Just the idea of the room of 1,000 pillars. Whew. You know what? It might kill my time, but I think I do get a full heal after him. We will find out shortly. Uh, well, I was planning on restarting anyway, so here we go. Again. This is just a difficult fight because, well, he has RNG. You never really know where he's going to land, and I have no idea if you can even manipulate it. That should give you a pretty good idea of how quickly the healing ring will drain your ring power. I'm just not even going to risk it. That's the only one I want to take. I'm gonna have to do the protect ring method. It's the only way, I think. And then just broach his secret medicine, because I'm not gonna be using the healing ring when I find a Galaban. And that's how that's done. Okay. This is for all the marbles here. This is kind of the coolest sequence, because we go through the room of 1,000 pillars. Epic name. What is this? Is this, save here. This is... Okay, just a spiral staircase, so nothing special about that. Also, don't you love that Mode 7 graphics? Here it is. I love this music. Tower of Destiny. Whew, I just got goosebumps. Oh, this is not going to be my best time. Then again, I also already said this isn't going to be my best time. This entire scene is kind of epic and definitely sets the stage for the battle to come. So, this is it. You save here? Here we go. So that's kind of the way you kill him. I took a little bit of damage, but nothing to be concerned about. But basically, what you do is you get up here and you attack his arms. You can kind of kite him across the screen when he attacks, though it appears to be random. But basically, you kite him and you attack his lightning arms. It helps if you actually hit them. So there's that one. So we're just going to kite him this way now. Okay. This is where shit gets real, man. You shoot those eye beams at me, but I can outrun them easily. He shoots 3 of those. And then he opens his mouth. And hit him with the amulet there. And then he's going to shoot these lightning bolts. Okay. Now this is where the rubber hits the road. And I totally just balked on that one. You do have to stay kind of close by. Because when he opens his mouth, man. Okay, so I can take like 1 or 2 more hits. I have that herb. Okay, there's the hit. Here we go. And that's really, you know what? I said I wasn't going to use it, but man. I'm okay with that. Now, when I said I had pretty good luck against Galbalan, I mean like, not dying? One, maybe two more hits and we got it. Oh my god. Oh man. That was terrible. Okay, I can do this. Yeah, let's not suck like that again, huh? That's never happened before. I know I'm being pedantic. God. So, here we are. Okay. Kind of over this way. Ugh, that was close. There we go. Now I kind of over this way. He will move back and forth, I want to say 3 times. Oh boy. That worked. Okay. Here we go. 3 I-beams. That one, more or less. Another I-beam. And jump. Oh my god. Oh, this is not going well. So, this battle does kind of sort of need to be perfect, and it's difficult. I mean, I used to be able to do this. I'm probably just rusty as all it is. That was stupid. I mean, 3 damage is not an immense amount of damage to take. Okay, there's that one. On that third move, you pretty much want to follow him. So you can get under his, or adjacent to his arm, I guess. This is close. There we go. Okay. We want to avoid that eye beam because it does a lot of damage. And we definitely don't want to be under him at any point. Okay. Medicinal herb, check. We're going to be cutting him to the extreme edges of the screen, I think. Oh. That's pretty slick thinking for a minute. Sometimes you can get 2 hits, but it's rare. I imagine if I were using like the time ring, I could get 2 hits, but again, time ring, shield ring, power ring, they are trade-offs, and at the end of the day, I'd probably be doing the same amount of damage. Oh, shit. Ah! Oh! So close. Okay, that was rough. Now, I wish this ended the speed run, but it does not. I don't see any chats for Arbor Color during the credits, so. Cutscene. Cheers. So I didn't hear any requests for armor colors, so we're just going to do it vanilla. Last chance. So the speedrun ends when Dogi starts talking to us again. So, all right, time at 2 hours 36 minutes and 4 seconds. I have some time to make up. A lot of it. But yeah, so that's my first speed run, about a year and a half, 2 years, give or take, probably closer to 2 years. Yeah, about 2 years. So it's been a while. So yeah, at this point, there's words to be said, and we get to see a lovely anime image of Elena. And now we get our monologue. So, again, at a GDQ event, this would be where we just kind of talk about the speed run, see what's up next, probably get people, getting ready to set up for the next speed run. Things like that. Maybe read a couple additional donations. Maybe I could have a donation incentive where we actually watch the credits, which has like the best music in the game. Changed my mind. So until then, I will stay with you through the credits. Unfortunately, Felix is taking his leave of us, it appears. Yeah, so yeah, it's just you, me, the SNES, and this wonderful picture of Elena. And it is a good picture. I know this run is not at all sponsored by Coca-Cola. I think Matt Pat has dibs on that. So, all of you who stuck with me, thank you. It actually means a lot to have people, sticking around that long. Okay, so that's the end of this, and so with the music playing, we're also getting flashes of the game. with the credits, of course. Evangelista. Look, Elena's in energy restraints way before Fate Stay Night did that with Saber, I think. Okay. This anime image of Elena is not so good. Finn. Well, that's it. So, thank you for everybody who tuned in. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing this probably for the next few days until I stop. So, I need to change my input real quick, so don't mind me. Thank you for tuning in. I had fun. I hope you had fun. If you liked it and want to see more stuff like this, go ahead and follow, and I'll see you guys around. Take it easy.